what's going on? How you guys doing? If you are seeing this right now, that means I've had a productive day, a productive week, a productive month. It also means you're tuned in. But if you are subscribed, take 2 seconds, click the subscribe button. You won't regret it, because that means you fuck with me, which means I fuck with you. Period. What's up, y'all? This is kind of like a get ready with me, but I have some life updates I want to give you. I'm actually getting ready to bulk record as much as I can. Now that my page is picking up the way it is, your girl needs to stay consistent. I don't want to lose the momentum, but I know most of you came from my Love Dorsey lives, which is literally me screen recording the lives that she never saves. So honestly, whoever has the lives on YouTube is the only place you'll see it, unless she decides to make them public on her page. That's why I screen record them. But honestly, y'all, I'm kind of mad I started doing that. Well, first I did it because a lot of lives that I would see on YouTube were older lives. Like, a lot of people didn't have her newer lives on YouTube. They would just have her old stuff. So I started recording her lives and posting them. And that's where most of my subscribers come from. That's where most of my views are. But now that I'm in these YouTube streets, I'm seeing that I'm in a completely different algorithm than I need to be in. So the algorithm I'm in is like self-help, motivational speaking, Love Dorsey lives. Like, you know, I'm in that algorithm instead of like my story times and maybe a little messiness, a little tea, a little get ready with me, a little vlog. So I don't know, y'all. I don't know if I want to stop doing the recordings, because it is getting a lot of, you know, views to my page. So I believe that most of the people that view the Love Dorsey videos do start to watch my story times, because I'm getting way more views regardless from my Love Dorsey videos. But I want to be in the story time algorithm. That's the whole thing. So I don't know. I'll have to get back to you guys on that. As far as my life, y'all, if y'all have tuned in to any of my other vlogs, which my views are very low on my vlogs, I do a lot of ranting on my vlogs. Like before I moved here, I was doing a lot of ranting. But your girl is back on the workforce. Yes, I know how I said I never want to clock in anywhere ever again. I'm sorry, I'm actually getting my personals ready. Because if you didn't know, your girl rocks the personals, okay? Now you know. I'm getting them ready. I need to do my lips because they looking ashy. I got my earrings here. But yeah, my living situation, it's giving. It is what it is, so get used to it. If you, like I said, if you watch any of my other vlogs, I moved here to my mother's house in like October last year. And the plan was, my mom had got married in July, and she was slowly moving in with her husband, because she's been in this house since before the twins were born. So she's been in this house for 12 plus years. So she was in the process of getting rid of a lot of her stuff and kind of downsizing so she can move it to her husband's house, because, you know, his house is fully furnished. So she had to get rid of a lot of stuff. I was bringing my whole house over here. I was trying to redecorate. I was, you know what I'm saying? Let me do my baby hair first, actually. I was redecorating, throwing a lot of her stuff out, just trying to make it mine, you know what I mean? And one thing led to another. I don't want to get into my mom's tea, but she moved back. Right? Please don't fall. Y'all, this setup, I'm still getting used to it. I've been recording at the loft because it's been a house full, and I really hate recording around other people when people can hear, especially my mom. Some of the stories I tell, I'm like, you know what I'm saying, I curse a lot. Some of this stuff she still don't even know I've been through, so I would hate for her to overhear something and she'd be like, Ebony, what you up there talking about? But yeah, so she moved back, and like I said, it's giving, it is what it is, and I might as well get used to it. I was actually thinking about moving into my dad's property, but that's not gonna work out. And you know, I want to move. When I moved here, I had absolutely nothing saved. So when she decided to come back home, it's not like I could just say, oh, okay, well, let me just move. You know, I was on a month-to-month lease at my previous house, and that was because I knew my mom was getting married, and I knew she wanted me to move in her house. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't have to worry about rent. I would just pay the taxes and, you know, stack my coins so I can do other stuff that I want to do, like in life. But now that she's moving back here, I felt the need. Well, now that she's moved back here, like she's in here officially, I felt the need to try to move. So I got a job. I've been saving my money. But me and my mom just had a heart-to-heart the other day, and I was damn near in tears. It's like, my mom is getting older, you know what I'm saying? And I would hate to speak it out loud. I don't even want to imagine the day that she leaves this earth. But she really doesn't want to be here by herself. I mean, that's just what it came down to. When I was talking to her about moving, she was kind of sad, like, you know, why you want to leave? And it's just because, you know, it's not like I have men at my house or anything. I never really did that anyway because of my babies. You know what I mean? They're always home. But, you know, if I do get a break from the twins, I do like to have company. You know, I like to have little get-togethers. You know, I drink, my friends smoke. And it's just a lot of stuff my mom wouldn't be comfortable with me living here. But, I mean, honestly, that would only take a little. I need to turn this light on. I don't know how this gonna look, but I'm gonna have to leave it on for now because it's dark over here on this side. Yeah, so it would take a little readjustment as far as my social life. But y'all, I'm about to be 33 years old. Like, staying with my mom was just not it. You know what I'm saying? But her basically telling me, like, she don't want to be here alone in so many words. And, you know, I can get an opportunity to actually save more and maybe buy a house instead of trying to get another, you know, lease. It just is what it is at this point, y'all. I am officially staying with my mom. But when I thought she was leaving, you know, she had moved her bed and everything. So now my room is where her room is, and she is in the spare room. And that just doesn't feel right. You know, at the end of the day, this is her house. She shouldn't be in no spare room like a guest. You know what I'm saying? So I'm actually going to move my room to a bigger space downstairs, and I'll make it kind of like a loft vibe. You know what I mean? I'm barely home as it is, and especially with all the plans I have with me and the twins and, you know, all this social stuff I want to start doing. I feel like this is going to be okay. I'm going to be okay. I'm going to make it the best I can. Like I said, make me a little loft area downstairs and keep working and keep stacking my money, because really, I mean, it don't get no better than this. So that is the update on the house situation. I know I was doing organizing and redecorating vibes, so now it's going to be creating my own kind of loft vibe downstairs. We're going to start that really soon. Talking about my living situation actually brings me to something I wanted to speak about, because you know, there's a little controversy going on in my family right now with a specific person that's kind of, you know, fighting with the family and going through their own growing pains and their own hardships. And it was said to me that, you know, basically I couldn't give that person any advice, or I shouldn't have much to say, because I'm a person that everything has been handed to me my whole life, and oh, you over there staying with your mom, so how can you tell me this and that, right? And I simply responded. The first thing I said was, you could never make me feel bad for having a mom that is willing and able to do anything she can and will for her kids. That's first of all, because that's what a mother is. Love Dorsey even said it, like, once you have kids, you owe those kids. You owe them love. You owe them respect. You owe them for the rest of your life. Of course, nobody is saying to be a crutch for your child. Nobody is saying that your child can be out here, you know what I'm saying, murdering people, going on robbing sprees and breaking and entering, and then you just ride it out for your child. Nobody is saying that, but it's not my fault that your mom is worse off than all of us and can't help you in your time of need. That is what a mother is for. So you would never make me feel bad about my mama being here for me, my mother being a good mother. And it's not just for me, it's for all of her children. And I'm the youngest on this side of the family. So what was your point? And what has been handed to me? Don't get it twisted. My mama worked years and years and years, and she was able to retire from the post office. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people can't do that. A lot of people can't keep a job for a year, 2 years. I'm one of them. So my mama worked hard. We didn't come from no old money. We wasn't no millionaires. My mama didn't have $200,000-$300,000 in the bank put up. Like, my mama worked hard for 40 plus years to be able to retire and have the savings that she has. I didn't come from no silver spoon. Nothing was handed to me, baby girl. I got a car and moved and got a crib every tax season like everybody else we know. Like, what was handed to me, baby? What was handed to me? Nothing was handed to me. I knew how to ask for help when I was feeling overwhelmed and when I needed help. I knew that if I was going to be homeless on the streets, especially with my children, that my mom would be there for me. That's a complete difference. Nothing has been handed to me. I've worked my life. I've worked very hard to get to a lot of different places, and we all have setbacks. It happens. But what a real hustler gonna do is get back up. And honestly, me coming here was not a setback. Me coming here was a step up. Me coming here was a plan to grow and save and do more. And now I can do the same exact thing just with my mom here. Like, it really doesn't make any difference. But what somebody is not going to do is make their decisions in their life make me feel bad about where I am in my life. That would never happen. I could tell you that right about now. And I was just, I was so shocked. Like, I kind of knew, especially when people like say we're not communicating, and I try to give you some advice and you take offense to it, and it's like, oh, well, you can't say nothing to me because of this and that. I kind of knew that conversation. I kind of knew that person was saying that about me. Because, why wouldn't you be mad? Especially when your parents aren't able to help you in the way that you need to be helped. Honestly, I feel like you mad at the wrong person. Be mad at your mom for not keeping herself together to where if you fell short, she would be able to do what she needed to do for you and yours. Sounds like your problem, babe. Yeah, I do not be knowing what I'm doing for you. Yeah, y'all, I just had to say that because not you talking about everything has been handed to me. Like, I'm sitting over here with brand new everything, kids straight, you know what I'm saying, new car, don't have to work. Girl, we all grinding, we all get, discouraged, we all have to go back to the thinking table and, reevaluate stuff. We all get there. And I hope to be the type of mother where my twins grow up and they go through something, or they hop out, they jump off the porch and want to feel like they grown and end up having to come back home, or something happen. I hope I'm in a space where my children can always come back home to me, no matter how old they are. You know what I mean? And I pray and hope that they don't be the type of people that drag people down with them and try to hold somebody down with them, or let other people hold them back and hold them down, and then expect me as their parent to care about somebody else as much as I care about them. I pray my twins are smarter than that. I hope my twins are smart enough to know that, maybe I'm in this situation because of this person, and I know my mom would help me, but I know my mom don't give a fuck about you. So let me let you go so I can go get the help that I need from the people that love me. Okay? But we're not going to stay on that too long, because that back and forth I had with that person was weeks ago. And I honestly, it went too far, especially us being family. It was, oh, well, I can pull up if I don't like what you post and da-da-da-da. Girl, you can pull up. You want to fight me because of what you going through? And where was that energy for the people that really was out to hurt you? Where was the posts? Where was the stories? Where was the rants? Where was the pull-up action for those people? But I say something from the heart because I care about you. And you want to pull up on me. I get everything handed to me. Girl, where? Where is the handout? I can't find it. It's gone. So off of that, I'm finally getting to my accountability jar, y'all. And it's taking a minute. It's taking a minute because I'm not going to spoil it. But your girl had to put some money to the side to get it done. So I've actually started editing the video. So the more steps I get done towards the video, I'll keep adding it and adding it. And by the time I actually do what I'm supposed to do for myself, I'll be able to post it right away. I'm so excited for you guys to see it. What else I got coming up next, y'all? My accountability video, I'm actually getting ready to record probably about 3 story times. My best friend's birthday is coming up. Actually, the whole month of May, I'm going to try to get my other accountability jars out the way. So after my best friend's birthday, I'm going to do my friend jar, my family jar, and the twins jar again. And then June, I am going to save every coin that I can, because July is my birthday month. And I plan on doing one thing out of my jar for each week. So if it's 4 weeks in July, I'm going to do one thing out of my jar each week. You know the rules of the accountability jar. If I pull it out, I have to do it. So I'm going to try to get everybody else's jar out the way in May so that I can save my coin in June and blow a bag in July, because I know I'm pulling 4 things out. And this first thing I pulled out, baby, I was so sick. That was the first thing I pulled out, but I got to do it. It's coming soon. Stay tuned. I'm debating really slowing down on the Love Dorsey videos, like I said, because I'm in the wrong algorithm. Like, I appreciate you guys. I hope you guys do start tuning into my story times, but I'm gonna need my story time watchers to tap in. Okay, I have a whole timeline of stories from the beginning till now. Like, I'm gonna need y'all to start tapping in on these story times. But now I need to put these damn, oh, please don't fall over. These damn press-ons is flying everywhere, ain't they? So this is going to be the look for my next couple story times. I'm trying to think if I want to do an off the shoulder look. Is it gonna give off the shoulder? Let's see. Oh no, I spilled some makeup on my shirt. I don't want that to show. Is it giving? Is it giving, y'all? I guess I'll see in a minute. So I'm about to put my press-ons on. What else we want to talk about? Y'all be going crazy on my Love Dorsey pose. Like, literally, I live by every word that this lady says. Like, I don't know, y'all. I might not be able to stop posting them. I'm not gonna lie, because your girl didn't get monetized until I started posting the Love Dorsey. But that damn algorithm. I'ma just trust the process. I'ma just post what I want to post. And what y'all start watching is what y'all start watching. I mean, like I said, I know that people from Love Dorsey type of content would not be interested in some of the stories I tell, but I feel like I'm different from a lot of storytellers because I'm not exactly proud of a lot of the things that I talk about. Some of them are funny, some of them are like, I can't believe you've been through that. But what I'm definitely gonna start doing is giving a message towards the end or the middle of my video about what I learned and what I would do different and how I wouldn't end up in some of these situations that I put myself through. Because, okay, we keeping it accountable over here, and you can't blame everybody else for the situations you end up in. Like, a lot of people play certain parts in things that happen to you. People can be manipulative. People can be liars. People can be shady. People can be con artists. People can do you completely bold. But when it's a constant issue, when it's something that you could have avoided if you did not ignore red flags, if you did not, you know, have ill intentions on how you even met some of these people, it's like, we have to really start looking at ourselves in a lot of these situations. Like, I hate to keep bringing it up because I said I was going to be off of it, but I had a situation with my father just a couple days ago, and he was going to let me move into one of his properties. So he had went out of town and he left his dog here. So the agreement was, hey, if you could just stop by and feed the dog while we're gone for 3 days, that'd be cool. I'm like, okay, cool. So I actually went out to the house, and me and the twins had stayed there a night just to make sure I was there in the morning to feed the dog. I woke up, fed the dog. I actually had to clean the dog cage out because the dog is not trained. It goes outside to play, and it comes in and goes to the bathroom inside of the cage. So I clean the cage out. I feed the dog. I'm gone for the whole rest of the day. I don't get off work, my new job, until 1 o'clock in the morning. So my mom, after I pick the girls up and take them to my mom's house, I go to work and I don't get up to 1 o'clock in the morning, like I said. So that next day, I went out to the property after I got off at 1 o'clock in the morning, woke up there, fed the dog, cleaned the cage out. I did it again the next day because they actually end up staying out of town a day longer. So I spent the night again, woke up in the morning, cleaned the cage out, and fed the dog. So when they come home that next day, I'm thinking, I'm not knowing what time they're going to get there. I'm like, hey, so I probably don't have to go. I fed the dog, you know what I'm saying, yesterday and cleaned the cage out. They're going to get home sometime today or whenever, and they're going to feed the dog and clean the cage out. Cool. So days are going past. I didn't even really hear from my dad. I called him and asked him if I could move some stuff over to the place because me and my mom are still cleaning out, you know what I'm saying, the house and getting everything organized. So I'm like, hey, can I bring some stuff over there, seeing as I'm going to be living there pretty soon anyway? And he like, no. I just feel like when I left, you were supposed to help me do this, this, and that, and I don't feel helped. The house wasn't clean. It was a pizza box. He just complained about all this stuff, basically telling me he feel like that I'm going to trash the property if he lets me live there. First of all I had to do was feed the dog. So if I did not stay at that house, if I did not clean out that cage, you never asked me to do any of that. I decided to stay at the house and clean out the cage because I saw that the dog was not trained. So I took it upon myself to clean out the cage the days I did go over there. You talking about a pizza box on the stove where it was empty. It's not like I left a pizza box full of trash and pizza. It was just a pizza box. It didn't fit in the dumpster, which was full, and it didn't fit in your garbage can unless I broke it down. But I didn't think about that. I left out and went about my days until I went to work. So he basically just reneged on the whole idea, which was his idea. I didn't mention that. It was his idea for me to even go over to this property because, he's getting ready to make a move and, he about to have all these bills. Why not give your daughter and your grandchildren a space where she could take over the bills and get that off of you? And I can also have somewhere to stay that is not with a parent because that was my goal. I don't want to live with my parents. So he just reneged on the whole thing, basically telling me he felt like I was going to trash his house because of how he left his house when he left. I said, did you expect me to clean your whole house? I'm confused. You just wanted me to feed the dog, and I end up doing way more than that. So if I literally went over there and just fed the dog, it would have been way worse than it was from the one day that I wasn't able to clean out the cage before y'all got home. Well, I just wasn't happy with how it was left, and I have certain expectations and da-da-da-da-da. So basically, me living in his property is not going to work. Cool. Who am I to be? I was upset, but I was more disappointed in myself almost. Like, you had a plan of saving your money and moving on your own anyway. Why do you want to keep looking for, not handouts, but why do you keep expecting the easy route? You know what I'm saying? Or your mom had a house, so you moved here so you didn't have to pay rent. Or now your dad got a property, so now you don't have to go through the whole leasing process and filling out paperwork and running my credit. You know what I'm saying? I kept trying to find an easy way out when I already had a plan. So I was more so disappointed in myself and keep losing my train of thought or my, the track that I'm on of saving money and making a solid move. Who would I be to get mad at this man for changing his mind, for reneging? It's his property. It's his decision. He's my dad. I'm grown. At the end of the day, he does not have to do anything. You know what I mean? Him and my mom are two totally different people. I mean, my mom has definitely been the type of person to agree to something and want to disagree later or change her mind later. We can't be upset, especially at our big age, especially when we should be on our own, you know, paying our own bills and doing this and that at this age anyway, how can you be upset about somebody that attempted to help you? I could never do that. And at the end of the day, it's my father. So however I felt about what the situation was, I would never curse him. I would never argue back and forth with him. I don't care how old I am. I would never do that. And my father has not been the model father my whole life. He has not. But he does what he can at this moment because he's still here and he's still my dad. That's all I can ask for. I wouldn't dare fault that man for anything that happened in the past. We have no control over that. So just in comparison to what people try to, oh, you had everything handed to you. What has been handed to me, baby? My parents do what they got to do as a member of society, as adults. And yes, their children can benefit from it if they decide to let their children do that. Like, I'm just confused on how people think I got it so good and I'm just over here chilling and I don't have nothing to worry about. No, baby, we pick and choose what struggles we go through. We pick and choose. And you just picking all the wrong struggles. You picking struggles you don't have to go through. That was my whole thing. But y'all, it's looking like I'm about ready to record this story time. I'm trying to think if I gave y'all other updates. So I'm gonna continue the Love Dorsey videos. I got my accountability video coming up. Finishing the rest of my jar so I can do my birthday month right. 3 story times coming really soon. What else? It was something else I wanted to tell you guys. Oh, getting my loft basement together, revamped, redecorated. Let's go on this journey. And I will see you guys next time. Be productive, be safe, and have fun.